So starting from today, I'm thinking about to keep a journal, video journal for myself. So I'm gonna upload it in the YouTube so that I can check it after few months or few years later. So in order to make me understand how I progressed in my trading journey. So to, right now the time is 2 p.m. and the market still has one and a half hours till to be closed. However, for me, the trading has been stopped. I use the kill switch option, which you can access by going to your console if you're using Zerodha or any other brokerage app. Just check on this one, and I have already deactivated it. So I can only activate it after 12 hours. So I'll just activate it tomorrow morning before the market starts. And that was how that's how I control my over trading habits. So in total I have executed 8 orders, and this order was an AMO order which I cancelled it because I was not confident enough. So yeah, anyway, these are my 8 orders that I executed today, and in total I did 4 trades, which is the my limit of the trading that I can do per day. And this was my profit and loss. And today I captured 840 rupees. So let me show you how the market moved today. So basically what the market did was, it I in the morning itself I created these two zones here using these two candles. First two candles, which was for the 5 minutes graph, and the market just moved between these two zones. So if the market moves between the zones, only the sellers, I mean the sellers who have sold their contracts, the strike price, they earns money, because of the time decay and lots of other factors. And if you are an option buyer, then obviously, if you want to earn money in this type of market, then it's gonna be very difficult. I won't say that it's impossible or something like that, but you won't be able to get good profits in this kind of market. But as an option buyer, you got to be, a chore. You have to steal all the money, all the profit that you can get from the trade and get out of the trades. So let me show you my first trade, from which I captured some points. On this trade, I saw that it entered my zone, and as you can see that these candles were pretty big enough, so I was not confident enough to enter the trade as soon as it hit my zone. So I waited for this candle to be formed, and as soon as this candle got formed, it broke the high of the previous candle. So I entered on this candle, which was initially turning red, and I entered the candle before even it was formed properly. So my SL was somewhere below the low of this candle, and my trade profit would always be the recent swing high. There was lots of swing highs, this, and this, but it's a small time frame swing high, so capturing this point was pretty good enough. I entered and captured this point, so that was my first trade, profitable. It didn't hit my SL, and remember, this first trade On the 5 minute graph, I enter on this candle itself and I exited out on this red candle when it hit my take profit. So that was my first trade from which I might have earned 100 or 200 rupees. And on my second trade, I executed my order here. I'll tell you the reason why. So on this trade, there was this zone, okay, and what the market did was, a candle was formed below this zone, so it invited all the sellers, whoever wanted to, not just the sellers, I mean, the people who sold put on this point of time, like, they were invited by this candle. So most of the put buyers were entered after this candle, and that time I checked my OI data. This you can access on tradingtick.com, and it tells you the call writing and put writing. I won't go deep into it, but try to understand it. This OI data is on the basis of the seller's point of view. Uh, right now, the OI data for mm, put sides are more, so it means that in market seller has sold uh, like sold contracts which are on the put sides more. So there are put writers more and less of call writers, and which basically means all the liquidity would be on the upside instead of on the downside. And wherever the liquidity is, the bank, the operator, the institution, whatever you want to call, they would you know bring the market up in order to grab the liquidity. So as you can see here, it was beautifully you know grabbed by the operators. They make everybody enter here, and on the next candle they formed a green candle. Some so, some people would never exit on this kind of candles when it's trending downside, because you can see here, right, it's trending downside. So everybody has a perspective of that the market can go down, but the OI data is saying that the liquidity is on the top. So this point, the market has reacted to it. So my first take profit, to be safe, I want to keep it just below this one. Okay. And as soon as it hit my take profit, I entered on this candle. After this candle was formed, and I saw a green candle beautifully got formed, and my SL was not the bottom of this. I tell you why, because there was an inefficiency on the candles here. So to be on the safer side, I did not keep a SL below here, and you can see that it did. If I would have kept my SL somewhere below the candle, this candle, my SL would have been hit. So I saw that there was a in, inconsistency here, so I kept my SL pretty big. I would say that because I always keep a SL of 5 points. So the market can only go 5 points down from the entry point that you know, I executed at this time. So yeah, always my SLs are very tight. However, I kept a SL of 7 points on this one. So even if I lose, then I would have lost 7 rupees per contract. So in Bank Nifty, you get to choose 25 25 quantity, that is called one lot. So 25 into 7, that would have been my loss, but my SL did not hit, and I took my profit here to be on the safer side. And next, I'll show you. Again, I saw a nice trap getting formed here again. Okay, so it basically came down and broke this zone again. People were invited in, and as soon as the green candle started to form, I entered and I kept my SL really tight. Like, it was not off 8 points as well. I mean, it was not off 5 points as well. It was like, I kept the SL off plus 1 point actually. Yeah, so I entered at 351 rupees, and my SL was 352 rupees after the market reached 354 rupees, and it never hit my SL of 352 rupees. And basically, uh, my take profit would have been here. However, you can see that the market sentiment was little change already, so I just enter on the trap for the sellers. So I was expecting it to go a little higher, and on this candle itself I exited out and made a good profit of 200 300 rupees. Okay, and my last trade was here. So I saw that it entered my zone and it bounced back and it came down. So the momentum was shifting toward the upper side. However, as you can see that there is green candle, red candle, so the premium does not increase a lot. So in this trade, I I took two lots, and with that I took my profit here, and that's how I earned 800 rupees in a market where there is barely any movement. So hopefully when the markets start moving like this, then hopefully I can earn some money. Alright, and that's my trade for today. Thank you.